Hey guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Supposed to be my easy week this week. But anyway, still things that can, get in the way. So I'm not sure I can get onto the talk regularly. But anyway, we'll try. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today, I want to answer some question regarding to the karma. Basically, it started with a conversation I had with my friends, and my friend was saying her husband have an understanding of karma. Basically, is whatever people do to me, I have the right to do to other people, which I believe is a very common misunderstanding of karma. So the example she gave it to me is, for example, if someone scammed me for this amount of money, and now I scam someone for this amount of money, I have the right to do that. You know what I mean? So when we have the discussion of that, what I try to say is karma doesn't really work this way. I think in the previous episode I already explained to you guys. Karma have a lot to do based on your intention. You know what I mean? Like, intention mean what's your intentions when you have that action done. If you have that action, somebody would, let's say, scamming you. Let's say scamming you. Somebody have an intention to scam you probably because they wanna, I don't know, unlikely, but they probably wanna save someone. They wanna save the world, right? Therefore, your definition of scamming you is not really fall into the bad karma. You know what I mean? So that means indirectly you may helping other people. You just don't know that, right? Or someone scamming you simply want to take advantage of you or to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I think you are making so much money and therefore I get jealous going on and I want to take so much money from you. And in that regard, what happened is they will then deal with whatever karma. So basically what I try to say here is your karmas have a lot to do with your intention. Your intention will decide what you will receive later on. You know what I mean? So a lot of time, especially in North America, I notice when people talk about karma, they talk about, I give you something, therefore I will have something back. So for example, if someone take advantage of me and then later on I feel I have right to take advantage from you. You know what I mean? So what I really try to clarify is that's not really how karma works. How karma works is, as I say in the previous episode, karma don't play judge. Karma don't play judge, tell you what is right, what is wrong. Karma is simply a force that's keeping the universe in balance. That is, when there's some extreme hate show up somewhere in the universe, there would be extreme love show up on somewhere. You know what I mean? So same thing apply to you, individual as a person, right? When you have an extreme darkness come out, most likely you have extreme goodness. So karma simply try to keep that balance. So as you and people too, right? What intention you throw upon people, you later will become the victim of your own intention. That is how karma really work. So when you're dealing with things like, just remember I notice like a lot of people do is they fall into justification. Justification is they justify their behavior when they know their behavior is not right. You know what I mean? Because they want to justify it. Therefore, they say, hey, it's all karma. Somebody did that to me before. Therefore, I have right to do it to somebody else. No, not so much. What I really try to say is, that's not really how it works, guys. That's not really how it works. If you really don't want to become a victim of karma, whether it's this life or the next life or whatever life, as we all know, it will come back to you some way or somehow, right? So if you don't want to be a victim of the karma, the best way to do is evaluate your own intention. My intention is to help, or my intent is to hurt someone. You know what I mean? Evaluate and then make the decision that you feel right, or not right. I mean, justify could be right, but you feel that is true to yourself. You know what I mean? Once you can make a habit do that internal check at regular basis, eventually you realize it come to you so naturally. You don't even have to make, struggle. You don't have to make decision over that. You would just know and you would not be debative about it. Like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be, or this is what, how karma should pay me back, or things like, because once you are true to yourself, everything's on its core, and karma will play its role, right? One way or the other, it will come back to you. If you have good intention toward other people, you have a good intention throughout there, it will come back to you, right? You don't have to fall into justification, because eventually those guilt, or, things that you feel internally, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, but I'm doing it anyway, right? Or, that guilt, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm hoping you guys know. That guilt eventually may come back and haunt you, right? It may become a disease. It may become something that's making your life, a little bit more difficult in this life or next life. So anyway, just something that I thought I'd have a quick talk with you guys to clarify the myth of karma, right? It's not like, hey, can you lend me $5? I give you $5 back. It's not so much like that. But remember, the only tip I can give it to you is check in with your own intention, and then make sure your intention and your action speak who you are, and you are truthful to yourself. If you can do that regular check, unlikely you will become the victim of karma. So anyway, just a quick broadcast. Again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook, or go to subscribe my YouTube channel, or go to my website, ruowen.com. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.